3, 2.
Qool Hand Podcast, something you got to deal with. Welcome back to the show. I am your host. My name is Q. This is a very special episode. First of all, we have my beautiful wife here. Wife, please introduce yourself to the people.
Kayla Eloise.
Kayla Eloise is in the building. My favorite color is yellow. The poetry book is out now. Now, why is this a very special episode? Well, put the camera on him. We got real authentic Atlanta in Pittsburgh, and I had to show respect by wearing my Atlanta hat because there's a lot of people who ain't from Atlanta but claim Atlanta, and that ain't a diss. This is authentic Atlanta, and he's been a guest on this show before. Guest, please introduce yourself.
I am the Trilldon, Jadon on Instagram. Your favorite creator's favorite creator. Music connoisseur, wine connoisseur. I'm just playing. But just the connoisseurs of cultures and all things art.
Thank you for being on the show. He made the trip over here. He's up here on different circumstances, but came here to be on the Qool Hand Podcast. So thank you, my brother. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
We have an additional co-host today. We have Charleston Black Bear. The authorities here, he will snitch on you in an instant. So that's Charleston Black Bear. He's in his police uniform. Yeah. That's him. He's going to sit with Kayla.
This is my son.
That is Kayla's son for the day.
Okay, Nikki.
Go hang with Bear. This episode has no real direction, so let's just have a conversation.
That sounds good to me.
All right, so Jadon, Trilldon, your favorite creator's favorite creator. You met Bun B.
I did.
So that just came to my mind. I'm talking about Trill. I'm like, no, he met Bun B. So you were doing some favorite creator type stuff in Houston. Can you give us a rundown of that?
So I went to Houston with the intention on trying to shoot this concept, like a Jackie Brown concept. Like I was watching the movie one day of Quentin Tarantino's film, and I got really inspired by, I should know her name.
She was on an episode of Martin. Dang.
Fresh Prince too. Wow.
Yeah, we are. We're horrible black people.
We really are.
Come on,
man.
Pam Grier.
Jeez. Yes. Yeah. Pam Grier. Iconic. If you know, you know. But I got inspired by her and Jackie Brown, and I wanted to shoot a concept with a woman in that type of aesthetic and everything, in a classy like look and everything like that. So that's why I went down to Houston. They were the only place that had like an affordable plane set, because there's one in Atlanta, but it's like $800 for like I ain't big bank yet. So I went to Houston for that, and just made like a little trip out of it. We went to, me and my homegirl, we went to, shout out Sandy, the content queen. She took me to Trill Burger, and it just so happened to be there. Like we pulled up and we saw this Corvette outside. I was like, who's this Corvette and everything? But we went inside and we seen Desi Banks. Desi Banks was there first. And he was like, oh shoot, Desi Banks here. And he was like sitting like the table right next to us with him and his guys and his cameraman and everything. And then Bun B pulled up and I was like, oh shoot, that's Bun B. Bun B is like, that's my legend. Like I had a whole Houston phase of Bun B, UGK, Don Key, Don, and it's just like, it was amazing to see. And he was taking pictures of everybody, and perfect time, right moment,
Yeah, that's what's up. So did you get to like what was your interaction like meeting him? Was it like real quick? Like,
yeah, it was like a real quick thing. Like, oh man, I just kept it to the food. Like the burgers is good, like working everything, and then we just kept it to that because he was like moving and shaking around. I think he was really there for Desi anyway. So,
lining up a skit or something.
Yeah, probably.
So that's what's up. And with the Jackie Brown concept, like making a trip out to Houston for to make a vision come true. Was it that simple as you were watching Jackie Brown and thought, I want to make something out of this, or was there like other factors that contributed?
It was really, I just wanted to make something based off of that because I knew I could like do it in a different way, and I knew nobody had done it to like the song with Brent Faiyaz, his song. So I thought, oh, it'd be a nice play on and everything. And he already did a music video for it, but I thought I could do it different. So, I mean, I would say it was simple as that. It took some planning. The original person I wanted to use in it, it didn't work out because of scheduling, so I had to, do an audible. So, but it still worked out, though. I think it worked out even a little bit better because the person I had at first, she was a younger, but then the other person, she, shout out to Sandy, seasoned veteran. So, in the video space. So, yeah, I think it worked out.
Yeah, it fits the aesthetic with having a seasoned woman there to fit the Jackie Brown mold. So shout out to Sandy, man. We love you, Sandy. So that was her name, right?
Yeah, Yaya Sandy on Instagram.
Yeah.
Shout out Sandy.
Shout out Sandy, big time. So that's what's up. So the last time we spoke on camera was about a year ago in December of 2023. And we was tapped in for the last Castier pop-up, and we talked about your work. So before we get into some other stuff, we want to see how has your work been going. Of course, I follow you on Instagram. I've been seeing some crazy work. We just talked about the Jackie Brown shoot, and you and Pizzo are like Shaq and Kobe. And we were talking about this off camera, and just what other work, if you want to throw in the stuff that you've done for Castier, what's the word? What's up?
We did that. That was actually, we shot that video in January, but it was like a process of trying to get it, actually done to the way his vision was and everything. And, whenever you're working with another creative, you're trying to tailor both of your styles together, especially with something like a fashion brand. It's really important. And something like Castier, gonna be a worldwide global brand, but you had to be real specific to what the other creator wants. So it was good how we complement each other. He wanted like a simple, aesthetic and everything, not too many edits and cuts, which I can do, but I prefer like a more slow burn and everything like that. So more locked off shots, and that's what we kind of did and everything with the mix of some of the footage I had from the pop-up from before and some of his footage that he had on VHS and everything. So it was a good mixture. We're going to do something for another pop-up he's having later on next year, but whatever else happens, I'm going to let him tell that.
Yeah, 100%. Shaq and Kobe, man. Shaq and Kobe, Jordan and Pippen, however you want to frame it or name it. But you guys did good work together. And at that pop-up, I want to tell y'all, the one in December. So I think of December 2023. Now, I think I interviewed you the day before the pop-up. So we get to the pop-up, right? Got there a little after it started. Jadon's already there putting in work. And he was with us the night before when we did the interview. So he's already there putting in work, got the camera. He was there the whole time with the camera.
All facts.
But this is the cold part.
This is the kicker.
The next day, he posts an efficient, proficient, near perfect reel on Instagram. The next day.
Fire. It was clean. Joint was clean.
Actually, forget the next day, within 12 hours. Like, it was technically the next day, but time-wise, it was like within 12 hours.
That's definitely facts, too.
It was clean. I'm like, I think I messaged you. I'm like, did you even go to sleep?
No, I did not go to sleep.
Because I knew just from my little bit of editing skills, my baby editing skills, I knew what you did takes time.
Definitely.
Can you give us some insight as to how that day went for you? I'm only speaking from my point of view.
So it all comes down to preparation. Like a couple months ago, I knew how the last pop-up went, and then the video I did for that. The song I chose for that, Where I Go with Anderson .Paak and her, that was a good song fitting, more calm. It was the first one. And then I wanted to do like a Kate Renata beat one with him and Mick Jenkins. Ooh, is it Mick Jenkins? I think it's Mick Jenkins. But that song, and that's more of a faster paced song. So with editing it, you have to like really be keyed in on the beat switches and the cuts and everything of it so it can be sharp and precise. So if you know anything about computers and everything and editing, it can get real laggy sometimes. Like, you're trying to sync to a beat, but then sometimes it skips like a millisecond over and like, no, go back a couple, So it was a process of trying to get it just right and chop it up exactly like how I wanted it to. And you know, I didn't want to wait till Monday because after the event happens, you know, it kind of dies. The luster of it dies down after, you know, the weekend passed. Everybody at work doing their own thing. So I wanted to keep it, you know, within a quick time frame, and it worked out. I think that was my best reel up until that point so far.
Yeah, that you did crazy work on that. So the cameraman being your own editor, there's just a lot. I don't know what else you did. Color correction,
Definitely that.
all that. Then exporting the footage alone onto whatever you use, Mac, PC. It's just a lot of work. So we appreciate you. We appreciate Casty. Kayla's wearing Castier. Put the camera on Kayla. She's wearing Castier right now. So you know the Qool Hand Podcast. Yeah, we are Castier shills. So I'm gonna shout them out whenever I can.
Cast Avengers.
Cast Avengers. Yeah. We're on some Cast Avengers type stuff.
Yeah. That was crazy though. And in your style, I really think you have a unique style, and it was pretty cool to see the next day. It was like, man, he already.
Because I know people want to see themselves and everything. Like, you know, I want to see myself in the video. If I was at an event and I was like, oh shoot, there goes me, and you know, I was talking to whoever, you know, and I just wanted to make the video fit the vibe of the event. And I think it did that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Facts. My conscience is bothering me. I was filming there too, by the way, almost a year ago. You would never know because nobody's seen that footage yet. It's been almost a year.
That's okay.
But you dropped the fit pics like video type of thing. Like you was like interviewing different people, and you had didn't you have like a video of that?
No. That's what's coming.
Why did I think you did? Like you released it a little bit.
Maybe I done talked about it so much. I'm real good at saying what's gonna come out and it never coming out. So I might have spoken. Like I might have talked about it so much that you thought it would have dropped by now, but no, we still waiting. I'm a lazy editor. I'm not good at editing. I don't like it, but this isn't about me. I don't like editing at all.
You should see how much footage I have on my store. It's crazy. Like so many videos just gone into oblivion.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, but it happens.
But what else do you got going on? We talked about the Castier stuff, and you're putting in work, and you started a YouTube.
I did.
Right,
Yes.
right.
I'm glad I just remembered that. So
Right.
you got a lot going on. You're doing a lot of stuff.
The YouTube is nerve-wracking because it takes so much out of you, like to make a good YouTube video. You know, and it's harder than making a reel, because reel, you can just pop that out and everything, especially if it's like shorter than like a minute. I can pump that out, no problem. But with the YouTube, it's much longer. You have to retain the audience and everything, especially because it attracts new viewers. So if they don't like it, then it's just gonna click off of it. And there's so many nuances to YouTube, you know, click-through rate, how long people stay on the video, if they come back to the video, thumbnails. I suck at thumbnails. I hate graphic design. Like me making it, I suck at it. I'm not good at Photoshop. So it's just like, however I was in the video, that's gonna be the thumbnail. No words, no nothing. It's just but I'm making a series called Therapy Sessions, and it's really like based off of past things that happen and just things now, and it's like a culmination of all my life experiences into little short poems. And I wrote a lot of poems based off of some of the subjects already, and just kind of taking bits and pieces of those and reformulating it into like something new. So I put it on YouTube, and hopefully, you know, it does good. I'm thinking about mixing it in with like other videos and just like having like a little interlude, but we're testing it out.
I got you. So where can we find you on Instagram? I mean, on YouTube, if we want to follow.
On YouTube, it's at the Trilldon, and it'll be my name, Jadon Thomas. So that's where you find me on YouTube.
Tap in, man. Tap in. We'll put it in the description here. On YouTube, if you're watching there. We'll also put it on Spotify as well, so you can follow the homie.
Please do.
And you talked about something before, and it was about, now at a certain point, were you exclusively working as a freelance videographer?
Yes.
And you ended up going back into the workforce.
Absolutely.
So can you just give some insight on that? And I don't know if there was like a humbling experience where you had to like not wanting to give up on the freelance jobs, but realizing you needed a little bit more.
Right. It was because mostly the bills was cooking me. You know, life in this world can be hard, and especially if you live in somewhere like Atlanta, it's really hard, especially you trying to do stuff and get active. But yeah, I think I had to realize, like, you know, you have the people that, oh, I just jumped into it, you know, and everything worked out, which is great. But for most people, it's not like that. And you coming from a sense of a person, well, not me, because we had, I don't know if you know, like in elementary school, you know, you had a little fundraiser and everything, go to people, try to sell stuff. We was selling like Krispy Kreme donuts to people and everything like that. So I had like an entrepreneurial spirit, but the business application of it was something I was trying to learn in the process of, you know, not trying to starve myself and everything like that. So it helped. I had a little buffer, you know, lived at home with my mom. She helped me out in times I was in a bad spot, you know. Unemployment helped a little bit too after a little situation at a job, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, it was a realization like I needed more funds to supply the business. And when we realized, you know, we want to be creative, we want to do the creative things and everything like that, but at the end of the day, it's a business. I don't care what nobody says. So you need proper funding to supply the business, whether it's a little money or a lot of money, you know. So it just helps to keep that in the back of your mind, because a lot of people want to, you know, do the freelance thing and whatever. And at a certain point in time, that was my goal. It's still my goal, but I'm using like the job now to transition to freelance. And I want the freelance to transition me into a space where I have autonomy over whatever I do. You know, so if I don't want to do something, I don't have to do it at all, and I'll be fine. I don't have to think about it no more, you know. So it's just a process of getting to that point. Thankfully, I'm in a space where I'm making like some of the most money I've made ever since hopping back into the job. So it'll be like I'll take off a day and then I'll be making more than I make in a day and then some, depending on what the job is.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And it's nice that you didn't have too much pride to continue to let yourself, you know, let the bills pile up and you're like, no, I ain't going back to work.
No.
So,
and what helped out is a lot is like learning about business, but learning about the money in business too, because you have to know how to save your money and invest your money too, because a lot of people, they'll say, okay, I got X amount, you know, in the bank account saved up, but where's your investments going? You know, where's your output in stocks and everything? Where's your Roth IRA? You know, how are you going to set yourself up for the future if you getting gig after gig, but you can't put anything away? So, you know.
Speak on it. Did you read a book for that, or do YouTube University, or just podcast?
A mix of both, like YouTube University, and this guy has a book. His name is Ramit Sethi. He talks about I Will Teach You to Be Rich, and it's like gives you practical steps about what you can do to financially use your money better. You know, put it in stocks, the S&P 500, through different brokerage accounts, Vanguard. You know, a lot of bank accounts have an investment feature in it, but other ones like I can't think of their names right off the back of my head. There's this one, he has a book called The Psychology of Money. I know his first name is Morgan, but it teaches us how like we think about money affects what we do with it. And a lot of times, you know, it comes from how we was raised, and a lot of times it comes from, you know, our financial situations as we mature. So we don't know any better because we weren't taught any better. But at the end of the day, it's up to us to find the information to know how to effectively use our money so we can set it up for our future selves if we have little children or whatever, or, you know, in a spot.
If you had a lot of money, would you buy a chain? Keep it real.
I'm not a Cuban chain person, but I'm like a little, you know, a little something, you know, a little gold link or whatever like that. I'm not a chain person though.
Okay, this is kind of veering off into a different conversation, but
I'm with you.
I was talking to a Pittsburgh rapper. Let me not call him a Pittsburgh rapper. I don't like, you know, making somebody local. I was talking to an established, seasoned writer and rapper from Pittsburgh named Mars Jackson, and we were chopping it up just on some cool stuff, and we were talking about, you know, the culture of black folks getting money and then throwing it away on things that depreciate in value. And while I think all the big chains are stupid, and it's like, come on, man, that money comes and goes when you get into like in industry. I don't want to say just a rapper but I can't say that I wouldn't be buying a chain if I had the bag. So there's like a hypocritical part of that, which is, you know, why I asked, like, if you had the bag, you know, we can talk about stocks and bonds and that, like Melvin from Baby Boy, guns and butter.
Yeah, guns and
But at the same time, I would be buying some butter.
I'm not a chain person. I don't know. I've never been a real chain person. I like colognes and fragrances and everything. So I'm that type of person. Like I'll spend $400 on a fragrance. I will. Like it wouldn't, and I wouldn't even think about it twice because I know the value of it. I'll spend something on, you know, food. I'm a foodie, so I like all the food spots. I want to try everything. So I'll spend it on a nice restaurant. But as far as like a chain and everything, I'm not really into that. But fragrances, hey, we can talk about that all day.
Yeah, dudes, and that's the thing. Savages don't want to snatch fragrances off you.
No,
they want the gold. They want the they're not gonna rob you for your fragrance. So yeah.
He's a man of class.
Yeah.
Elegance.
Unk got elegance.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Real unk status.
Yeah, real unk got elegance. So let's just segue over to fragrances. Because that's one thing I don't know. Kayla rocks with fragrances. You rock with fragrances big time. I stink.
Please stop.
Hold it now. Hold it a
No, the only fragrance that I wear, Kayla got it for me. She got me the perfect fragrance a few years ago, and I stick with it. But what's the fragrance enthusiast?
So fragrance is like, I got into it around early 2023 because one of my friends, shout out CJ, he put me on to like different things like about scents and everything. And then whenever I find out something new, I have to deep dive in it. So I have to learn what's the different names of it, why is it named this way, where does it come from, who's the perfumer, what are the notes in it and everything, how can I differentiate the notes and everything, because I got a bloodhound dog nose, so I can smell the differences and, you know, whatever. So it just depends on what the fragrance is. Is it a summer fragrance? Is it a freshy, you know, is it a warm scent? Is it something darker that I can wear in the evening? So it just depends on, you know, my mood. And if I got a whole list of fragrances that I got to buy one day. Whole list.
That's what's up. What advice would you give to like somebody entering the fragrance field? Are there like some standard fragrances I'm going to speak for men specifically, as someone who isn't into fragrances as much. Are there like some baseline standard foundational fragrances every man should have?
I think a man should have like a everyday scent, you know, so something, you know, if you go to work, you can throw it on work, you can throw it on the gym, you can throw it around, you know, running errands and everything, going to Target or whatever. Some for the late night and everything. Some for, you know, you can have, sometimes I wear fragrances working out or when I get active. Some for just, you know, traveling, you know, which should be part of every day. But you should have a fragrance for each season at least. So a fresh fragrance and a warm fragrance, at least two. Because it can, you know, it can really set you apart from, oh, this is my summer scent or this is my fall, you know, winter scent, you know.
That's interesting. I'm learning. That's how come you ain't put me on?
What do you mean?
You ain't tell me I was supposed to have more than one scent.
Well, you just started. You just started appreciating fragrance.
Yeah,
like,
I did.
Let's not now you didn't have that fragrance I bought you for a good 3 years before you sprayed that, John. So don't even do me.
All right.
Don't even do me. But no, even myself, like I'm still a baby beginner when it comes to fragrance. But I did do a little bit of a deep dive, and then we were talking earlier about like just having different hobbies. That was supposed to be something that I really took time to learn, and I got a good head start, but I haven't jumped back into it for a while. But I'm trying to. I have my summer fragrance and I have my winter fragrance, and now I'm trying to figure out, okay, what do I want in the spring? I'm thinking something like fresh pear or something like that. You know, I don't know exactly what I want, but I do know that I have a certain idea of what I want for each season. I just haven't gotten it yet. I got 2 seasons down, but
I watch a lot of like fragrance reviews and everything. So basically you have to find a reputable person. So like, you know, everybody's nose is different. So you got to try for yourself to know at the end of the day. But if you find like a creator who like makes some good fragrance content, I like Melissa Nacional. She's like a Filipino person that does a lot of reviews and everything. And really a lot of her description is real accurate to how it smells. So like I got, what's the fragrance? I got Prada L'Homme. at home. And it's like as far as affordable luxury. It's affordable. Like it cost me $100. So I got that, and she says like it smells real like clean and soapy, like a luxury soap, and it does, you know. So that's like my everyday scent. If I go, you know, go to work or whatever, just walking around, you know, I'll wear that because it smells real soapy. But would I wear that in the winter? Maybe not, because it would like wear off pretty quick because it doesn't cut through the cold or nothing like that. But when I want to wear in the winter, you know, I wear Spice Bomb Extreme because that's like a more woody, really tickles your nose and everything like that. Makes you feel all warm and fuzzy and whatnot. So, you know. Just depends on the person that knows.
Yeah, and it does the season. It does matter like how heavy the fragrance is for the season too. That's something that I learned when I was first starting. I had gotten some fragrances that I just liked the way they smelled, and then I wore like this really heavy fragrance in the summer, and it was like I was like, this just feels very overwhelming.
Yeah, overbearing. Yeah, right.
Like I was like, I don't know what I only sprayed it once, but that's because that much body is not meant to be worn in the summer. That's more of a winter fragrance, you know. So it does matter. It really does.
And to tell, like you said, principles of the guy: do not overspray certain fragrances. Like you'll see guys just like drowning themselves in like whatever Axe or whatever they use and everything. Dior, Sauvage. Don't get Sauvage. Please don't get Sauvage. Everybody has Sauvage.
Don't get Sauvage. We're not noted.
Please don't. Yeah, but people say don't overspray, and which is true, but there's different class of fragrances. So like a toilette, eau de toilette is like a lighter scent. So if I overspray a toilette, I know I'm going to be fine because it's not really as heavy as a parfum or extrait, something like that's going to be, has more concentration of the actual substance and alcohol than something else.
Right.
You know, so it just depends on what the fragrance is like. I'm not going to overspray a winter fragrance on me, and I know, you know, it's kind of going to be warm outside. I'll overspray a Freshies fragrance because I know it'll carry and it's going to, you know, go with the environment. But it just depends on what the fragrance is, which you have to know.
And it also depends on where you spray it too. Sorry,
Right.
I didn't mean that.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say that's something that I learned too. I'm very careful not to spray it. At first, I would just spray it just kind of here.
Yeah.
And I'm careful not to do that too often, especially depending on what kind of fragrance is it, because you don't want to become nose blind to it.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know how it is for men, but for women, you know, if you do your shoulders and then of course like your post points,
Yeah.
things like that. And then that way it's just like, as you're moving, you just get a little whiff of it. And then that way it's not right here on your chest and you're constantly smelling it. It's overbearing because you may be like, man, where's the scent? And you spraying more, and everybody around you is like,
yeah, it's like, dang, get it off,
going
away from
on?
me, shorty, get away
relax,
from me. Yeah.
relax.
Yeah, I try and keep it like when I spray on my shoulders and everything. If I have my clothes on, I spray it on like my back or whatever, and sometimes my hair and everything because you know I got thick hair, so it'll stay in, lock in. If somebody, give me, shoot, dang, you smell good. Dang, Trill, you smell good. Sheesh.
So, okay, my thing is, because you guys both made a great point about overspraying, and because I'm new to the scent field, very new. That's the one thing I'm afraid of, because a big reason why I never wore scents was because a lot of them gave me headaches. Kayla, the one that she got me, doesn't give me a headache, but I never liked people who, when they walked away, their scent stayed exactly where they just left. Like an overbearing, like, oh my gosh, there's nothing I hate more than people's scent staying there. Like, remember the dude off of Charlie Brown? I ain't watched Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He had a whirlwind of dirt. He was dirty. So I can't stand people with overbearing scents. And as we're talking right now, I'm wondering if I sprayed too much on myself.
No, you
I didn't.
No, I would be able to tell.
You're good.
All right, because that's the one thing, and that was another thing about cologne that I didn't, not that I didn't like, but that I didn't embrace it, because I would spray it on, I would feel like I sprayed on a considerable amount, but like I'd walk outside and wouldn't smell it. But you're talking about like, you know, being nose blind to something. Like, it's making me rethink everything I've ever thought about cologne.
Yeah, because if you spray it like right under your nose or like on your chin, you're not gonna know if like, oh, I might have put too much on. You didn't spray 5 sprays of some fall fragrance, and now the whole room stink. You know how it should be is like if I walk out of this room, y'all should be able to smell it, and it leaves with me. You know, I was like, oh, like an after image type of thing. You know, like the scent follows me outside the room, but you smell it lingering a little bit.
Just a breeze.
Yeah,
That's all we need is just a breeze.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
get you some fragrances, man.
Get into
step the
it.
game up, bro.
Get into it.
Yeah, I got to step my game up, man. I've been living foul.
But the good thing about the scent that you have is it's very versatile. Like you don't have to. I mean, of course, eventually it would be nice if you got, if you wanted to get into it more than you would get different. But it is a very like that one. It just I feel like it covers all the bases.
Thank yourself. You bought it. So if anybody think I smell good,
Good job, Kayla.
Good job, Kayla.
Thank you.
All right, so what else is going on, man? What's the word in the streets? What's up in Atlanta? What's the vibes?
Atlanta is we get in the Super Bowl in 2028. Right. We get in the Super Bowl in 2028. I think that's the year.
Yeah.
So they're trying to redo a lot of stuff now down there with like infrastructure and everything like that. So we'll see how it plays out, but I'm looking forward to it because it's going to be more active, more stuff to do, more events and everything, which is my specialty. So
rent's about to go up again.
Oh,
just for the Super Bowl. Watch. Watch.
Because everywhere they be popping up these apartments that's like luxury apartments, but with no real wood in it. That's how I know it's not luxury. You ain't got no real wood in your apartments, they're not luxury. And electric stoves. I hate electric stoves. I really hate electric stoves so much. I'm a gas baby. I grew up on gas. So not a Zato, but
it's a different kind of gas.
A different type of gas.
That Atlanta all natural. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they and they look nice aesthetically. Like they'll put on the website, oh, a nice little 2 beds, 2 bath, $3,000.
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
But it just depends on the area and everything, what luxury is. But I'm not a fan of some of the stuff.
Yeah, rent in Atlanta. We was talking about that off camera. I was, talking about why we ain't moved down there yet, and that's them rent prices is taxing. But Super Bowl in Atlanta. How do you feel about on the same line of thinking? Let's talk about Mr. Morale for a second.
Morale, my goat.
So, how do you feel as Kendrick being your GOAT, him performing at the Super Bowl this year?
I'm very happy with it. It was a very good business decision by all the people who had influence over that. I hated the people who said that why Wayne shouldn't be in everything. Like they haven't been not using the people that's originally from there since the beginning of time.
Facts.
So that shouldn't even be a thing. And the thing that made it worse is that Wayne, respect to Wayne, but sometimes he ain't all the way on that. So I think he was influenced to make the video about why he's so disappointed by the people around him. So that really wasn't even Wayne to me, but it was just disappointing about the reaction because really the NFL don't even have real say about who can come into the city or not. They can suggest, but it's really up to the city itself. So the city didn't even want Wayne to play. So they chose Kendrick over Wayne. I mean, it is what it is. They made a business decision, and I support it.
Yeah. Honestly, I support it too, and not because Wayne isn't a legend. Wayne is a 100% legend.
That's you can't dispute
Top
that.
five ever.
That's a fact. That's the thing because I don't know about like the new babies now, like the Y2K babies. I don't know what they think of Wayne because I know I've been saying this since 2011. Ever since Wayne got out, I felt like he like hit. Like his peak was over. He was still hot when Wayne got out in like 2011 from doing that year in Rikers Island. And his first feature was the Hustle Hard remix, the Ace Hood. And like it was a good verse. And then like he started dropping and the Carter 4 came out, which was still good, but he was not the same Wayne in my opinion. And when it comes to all of the Super Bowl acts so far, not only the hip hop ones, but they're getting people like Katy Perry, Bruno Mars. You had Prince back in the day, Michael Jackson, Beyonce. And then even with the current, this hip hop day and age, Dr. Dre. Now you might think Dr. Dre, but he's a super producer and he brought out 50, Kendrick, Mary J, Eminem.
Right.
So he could, and he brought out Snoop, of course. He had a lot to work with. Wayne, and this is all due respect.
All due respect
to the New Orleans, like he is a legend.
Certified.
I'll tell you a story because the way I'm about to go hard on Wayne real quick, it might rub somebody the wrong way, so I'm going to diss myself first. I was in summer school, barely past 8th grade in Georgia. I went to East Cobb Middle School. That's in Cobb County. And I did horrible in school, so I had to take summer school, right? And everybody on like an introductory thing, all of us slow kids, we were introducing ourselves. And it was like, and who's your favorite artist? It's like, what's your name? Who's your favorite artist? Everyone said Lil Wayne. Dead homies except me. I said Cassidy, but at the time, Wayne was my favorite rapper. I just didn't want to say the same thing as everybody else. But Wayne was my favorite rapper too. But everybody at this time, it might have been 2008, Wayne was on fire.
Right.
Yeah,
So but that being said, what is Wayne going to perform at the Super Bowl? Fireman?
True.
Go DJ? You know what I'm saying? Got Money, because T-Pain was on that. That was a big song. What are you gonna do? A milli with 1,000 bleeps? Like, you'll have to edit yourself so much. Sometimes Wayne forgets his lyrics on stage.
Right.
And then like he did songs with other artists, but when it comes to having people come out, because that's a big thing about the Super Bowl. Who are they going to bring out? The way I'll never forget when Katy Perry, like I keep referencing Katy Perry, but she brought out Missy Elliott.
Right.
That was big. Bruno Mars brought out the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now Wayne could bring out a lot of people, but I just can't see how they would fit in with his set. You take a Kendrick who has more, and I don't have the numbers to back this, I would think a more transcendent impact, because you had like All Right, although that turned into a Black Lives Matter anthem. Let's keep it real. The NFL was a black league, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And then you got Rock Nation, Jay-Z, taking the charge with the music. Kendrick is a more impactful artist, I would think.
Now, at least, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, right now, I think that's good to add. But I think Kendrick, and you mentioned a great point, the artist from that city is never been that way ever. It makes all the sense that Kendrick was selected and Wayne not. And if you weirdos online didn't make a big deal about it, it wouldn't seem far-fetched if Kendrick brought Wayne out.
But they ruined it.
Yeah, like they turned it into a Young Money versus Kendrick thing. Like, Wayne and Drake are two. Drake isn't signed to Young Money anymore. He signed directly to Universal Records. It's not even Wayne and Drake. You can separate the two, but you weirdos online, you turned it into something else, and that's why I hate the internet. But I'm glad you brought that up because, yeah, Wayne was not snubbed.
Yeah, in no way was he snubbed. If he would have brought him out, that would have been probably even better than him actually being a headline, because, like you said, Wayne can perform a lot of. He has records and everything. Like, let's not get it confused. But as far as a performance,
that's what I was going to say.
A performance, like the NFL wants a performance, not just a concert. The halftime has never been a concert. It was a performance. When you think about like Prince and performing Purple Rain in the Rain, a performance, a showmanship. Wayne is a showmanship in lyrics, in music, but not performance.
Yes.
And that's what is going to be missing from his set. And I'm not apologizing for that to nobody. He's not a performer.
That's a fact.
I couldn't have said it better myself. That's honestly what I was waiting to say, was that Kendrick is a way better performer.
But did y'all even see the clips from the Big Steppers tour? Like, performance, art in motion. It's like literally a movie walking on stage. Even the pop-up that happened on Juneteenth, performance. It was just him up there, but the surrounding on all the elements, performance. He could do that same thing in an NFL, more PG version of it, but and it would be a performance. He could get that off. Wayne cannot get that off.
Yeah.
Even Dr. Dre. Like, first I was like, I was thinking, I'm like, what are we going to do here? Like, what's going on? but I was not disappointed.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah. Dr. Dre, I figured like he would have a lot of, his, the beats that he produced so that made sense. But that's another thing. Like, and I'm glad you guys mentioned that too. It totally slipped my mind. The performance aspect. Kendrick will dance. Like you were saying, like the little clips that I saw from him on tour, he'll get down, he'll dance with the dancers. Like, not like he's like breaking it down like Usher, Chris Brown, or somebody else.
But it's still a performance.
But he that takes rehearsal. You can't be. There's that clip of Wayne where he's like, people ask me if I work out. He's like, no, if it's not like the blunt going like this up and down to his mouth, you can't smoke 24/7. That's not a diss to Wayne, but Wayne is not known to perform. He is a rapper.
Elite at it too.
He is a very great rapper.
Don't sleep his pen.
Yeah, there ain't no
mixtape Wayne.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that was another thing when they first started talking about Wayne got snubbed. What was he gonna perform? The Upgrade You freestyle? The Swag Surf freestyle? I would personally sing, if he was to do that, I would be with him every lyric. I'd be getting into it. But to tell you the truth, I'd probably be performing more at home singing his lyrics than he would at the Super Bowl. He can't, like, he don't got the right records in performance to do the Super Bowl.
Or the stamina.
No.
Or the
Let's keep it 100. Or the stamina. And Kendrick is a storyteller. That's another thing. Not only will he get down there and dance, but the way it'll be formulated and the production, like, there just wasn't, to me, there wasn't a competition in that regard for the Super Bowl.
Not at all. Yeah, I'm happy with it. This is gonna be one of the best Super Bowl performances ever. Bookmark it. Probably top 10. I'll say not top 5, but top 10.
Yeah, I would be with you. Yeah. Like Kendrick, he has a vision, and that's something that you can't like replicate it. You can't duplicate a vision. There's something that Kendrick and his team has around him. And his team likely reflects his mind state because as like an artist, I hate to do the comparison, but let's just do the Drake and Kendrick comparison here in terms of artistry. Like I give all the props to Drake for his longevity in the game, his team. I still like, the only time I really didn't listen to Drake was when Views dropped. I thought it was weak. I'm not a big Views guy, but
yeah, I messed with Views.
Yeah, I didn't like Views, but Drake keeps his music superficial. Girls, money, fake friends, I'm that guy. Kendrick does that and dives deeper. And even the Not Like Us video, like there was such a level of artistry where people were breaking the video down. People doing these. I'm not a big think piece person. People, putting a microscope on every single aspect of a video, but he makes visuals that merit that. So, yeah.
And not to say like Drake, and I love Drake. Don't get it twisted. I love Drake. He just picked the wrong side of a battle that couldn't win. But the thing about Drake is that he keeps it real surface level to me, but he's good at adapting to the current sound. So we was doing the Atlanta sound for years. He hopped on that when he did what's the one with the white and black words on it?
If you're reading.
Yeah, if you're reading this is too late. If you're reading this is too late. He adapted to Atlanta sound, the trap sound. Go to Views, more of that, poppy sound and everything, poppy R&B rap type thing. You go to his thing with his dad on it, I forget the name of that. More Life. I love that album. But more of the, islandy type sound, lean more into it. And now, he's leaning more into the Alchemist, Conductor Williams type beats and everything. So he's good at adapting, salute, but does it touch the culture? Does it touch the people? And that's what Kendrick has. He has social currency to touch the people and affect how they move and everything. Like you said, All Right was a whole Black Lives Matter movement thing, but it superseded even that because it was a struggle song about a whole, of people just struggling anywhere. Don't matter where United States, Britain, don't matter. So yeah, my goal.
Shout out to Kendrick, man. We mess with you on the Qool Hand Podcast. Show some love to us. We show some love to the Qool Hand Podcast. If y'all want to see Kendrick on the Qool Hand Podcast, leave it a like.
Give it a couple likes. What I'm saying?
Give it a couple likes, man. Because
let's get him on the show.
Major likes, not minor likes.
We gotta get Kendrick on the show. I'm down with West Side.
Please.
West Side.
Yeah, West Side till we die. So what else? What else is going on, man? What's the word? You finna go see Usher or something?
I am gonna see Usher Raymond. He's been on a run. He's been on a real run. He Vegas Residency, the Super Bowl last year, since we on Super Bowls. I just bringing a special friend with me. So no cherries, no way.
Oh yeah,
We're not sitting in that section. So yeah, we're gonna be far away from that. Gonna be on a distant viewing. And from the clips from when he was here last week, that was. Yeah, they was going crazy.
Yeah,
it was going crazy.
Yeah, Usher, don't. Yeah, you got to stop that cherry stuff.
Yeah, no, keep that to yourself, man.
Yeah. Ain't you married or something? So, yeah. Usher's married.
Yeah,
save them cherries for somebody else.
Yeah, man. Don't bring him around my way, man.
Yeah,
not the one.
Yeah.
But the skates though.
Yeah. That was a good. He can skate, man. He can skate. Wish I could skate as good as that, but
you can skate though.
I can't skate.
Yes, you can. Because when the first thing when you said you were going to be around here, I told Kayla, I'm like, you mind? Because I'm like, if you need to stay over, for transparency, he's a little ways away from here. I'm like, well, if you need to stay over, you could stay here over woo woo. And I'm like, are you cool with woo woo woo? She's like, oh yeah, maybe we could go skate. And I'm like, we're probably gonna be doing some podcast stuff because there's like skating events on Friday here.
Oh really?
So
I just wanted to skate.
Yeah,
I would have skated if I stayed tonight. I would have.
You're a skater though.
I'm not a skater.
You are. You have to believe it.
I saw you on the gram. You skate.
Yeah.
I do my little 1-2 on the skates. I can't do no crazy stuff, but I get around. I'm mobile. I'm looking like an old man out there, but I can get down with the young folks.
You's a skater. Next time we're down there, we got to skate.
Yeah.
And I got better. Don't be fooled by that Instagram joint.
He did get better.
Somebody violated me. She said
Did they?
this one sister, oh my gosh, violated the heck out of me, sunned me in my DMs. She said, "Nah, you're cooked." With like the dead emoji.
Ouch.
She said, "No, you ain't get better. You're cooked."
Oh.
all I could do was laugh because like she's one of them funny sisters, be
That's
posting funny
hilarious.
stuff. But yeah, I'm better, y'all. Next time
He is. I can vouch for it. He's gotten better.
cut me some slack.
That first day, first of all, that video, there was only 5 minutes left to skate that day before it closed. This man somehow finessed them to let him put some skates on. He wasn't even supposed to have skates on. He ran out there and started trying to do all kind of stuff. I said, sir, you need to relax.
And I ended up busting my behind.
Yeah.
Was it your skates or like the rental skates?
They were rental skates.
Oh no, they're trash. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
jumped in some rental skates and busted my
He
head.
got his own skates now. He got some Rydell 120s.
I want some Rydell so bad. I want the boots ones like they
He
go
gonna
like
get
the
it
high.
together.
Yeah.
Now that's an investment.
Yeah, those is like $300. I'm not that dedicated to the craft.
Yeah.
Give me a few years because I'm dedicated.
Yeah.
Those are the OGs.
I just need some of the, I forget what they call, but I changed my bearings on them so I can go faster because the stock bearings is trash. But the wheels, because you can get certain wheels for the hardwood, I need better wheels.
Yeah.
Because I got the rubber ones that you can do outside, but
You gotta get the.
I need the
Because I was the
knockers.
same way. I had the hybrid wheels at first for the longest, and then as soon as I switched to the actual harder indoor wheels, game changer.
Game changer. I bet.
Is it common for people, because although we view you as a skater and you don't view yourself as a skater, does the common ATLian skate?
Yes.
That's interesting because we went to Cascade after the skating event we went to when we were down there, and it's just so interesting how everybody skates. It's like you could see somebody in a shiesty you know, pull up the Cascade and then put on some skates and they're fire at it. So it's just the average, I don't want to say the average person in Atlanta, but many people
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah,
Pretty much.
can skate.
Yeah, skating is a big thing in Atlanta. It's like the thing as far as getting active and everything, especially Cascade. I refuse to go to Cascade, not because I don't like Cascade. It's just like the line be packed out the door and everything, and I'm not at Cascade level skating. I'm more of a, you know, Sunday night, you know, skates a little slow songs or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, get fast with the 2000s, but yeah, Cascade, it's like 285 skating. They going around.
It is
fast.
intimidating.
Yes, and Stone Mountain skates, man, they really get down over there.
Really?
What do they call Stone Mountain? Don't they call that the Bluff or something like that?
I don't think so. That's more inside Atlanta.
Okay.
That's like, I think not far from Bankhead.
Bankhead.
Yeah, Bankhead. Shout out Bankhead. West Side.
Shout out
They
Bankhead.
gentrifying y'all, but you know.
Oh, for
stay
real?
True. Yeah.
Bankhead,
Gentrifying
of all
Atlanta.
places?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So this is the thing though. If they're gentrifying the hood, where are the people going to go?
Stockbridge.
Stockbridge.
South, or you know,
So that's-
Kennesaw and everything.
Okay, because Kennesaw and is Stockbridge ain't Stockbridge outside Atlanta?
Stockbridge is definitely outside of Atlanta. It's like down 75 South.
So that's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Because if they're like pushing the poor people out, it's like where are the poor people going to go? Not calling everybody in Bankhead poor. That ain't what I'm saying. But you know, there's you know certain levels and certain
A certain demographic.
certain demographic that stays in certain areas because there's more affordable housing. So if you're kicking the people out who are on affordable housing, where do you expect them to go?
Outside the city for a
Wow.
Super Bowl.
That's messed up.
That's how it is.
I hope. Actually, I'm gonna have to edit out what I'm about to say. So for my sake, I'm not gonna say it.
I got you, but say it anyway.
But I'm just saying that's an emotional response. I realize that is an emotional response. That's a general statement. I'm saying that because I'm upset right now.
Okay.
That's all. So
Yeah.
If they're gonna gentrify the area, at least do it right. At least like, you know, make it affordable for the people that, you know, are there now. When it gets to, and I understand this part of it, like when you have certain tenants that don't keep up with the housing and everything, that's a whole different story. But for the people that just, you know, can't afford it and that's all they got, I mean, come on now, you know.
Yeah.
Because they don't even fix up the old stuff that they got. They just tear it down and build something new on top of it. And the thing about Atlanta, it's like, it's not like back in the day how, you know, oh, this person will have like individual units and stuff, like they'll just rent it out to people. It's like corporations are buying these things and making them up into a whole thing. So like, I don't know the individual name. I was going to say it, but I forgot. But these businesses have been taking over like all of Atlanta and just building up this whole plot to like, you know, 2-bedroom story, you know, studio units and everything like that. So it just depends on the area, but they buying up everything down there.
Tyler Perry, this is your chance. Tyler Perry.
His studio isn't too far from me either, because he has a new studio. It's like on top of this. It was on top of this Confederate fort and everything called Fort McPherson.
Check this out, Tyler Perry. I know people be joking on you online and stuff about this and that and the Boondocks. If you figure something out, and I'm speaking for the people at this point, you figure something out for them people in Atlanta, we're going to stop joking on you. Dead homies.
Keep that. You can keep that. I'm still a joke. Them movies, them plots, boy, you know he the only one writing them things, boy. That man is the only one in that writing room.
Yeah, so at this point, Tyler Perry, and you ain't do nothing for the inner city Bankhead ATLians yet, so we're going to get this off. Why is it always an abusive husband and like the poor battered woman? Like, why don't you do something different?
You know, the thing that's funny to me, he says that like that he did this for like one of his older movies that happened on Netflix. I think it was like 2021, 22. I don't know. But he was saying like a lot of black women be feeling seen in the movies and everything in their situations. I'm like, really? Like, come on now. Like, you can't paint a better positive light and it's just all positive. It's got to be some sort of drama. I get drama has to happen in movies to, for it to, you have to have a plot that thickens and everything like that, a climax. But just for every black woman to be struggling in the movie and then just to have come out of abuse, and it's just like, come on, man, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, he got to figure that out. He got to figure that out. I guess I'm thinking about The Family That Prays. I guess that didn't follow the mold. And I'm sure he did other movies that didn't follow the mold, because in The Family That Prays, even then, you know what? I take that back, because I like that movie, but the husband was getting done dirty by Sanaa Lathan with the with the CEO, with the white CEO. I was trying to think of, even then, the husband was getting played. He couldn't do public speaking that well. In the end, the husband kind of got the last laugh, as if, the nuclear family being separated is a good thing, having the last laugh. But I don't know. I was trying to give you some grace, Tyler Perry. But
Daddy's Girls was good.
Daddy's Girls was really good.
The one with Idris Elba?
Yeah.
Idris Elba and
Gabrielle.
Dwayne Wade White.
Yeah. Gabrielle. Yeah,
that was good.
And the Medea movies is good too. I ain't gonna lie, but it's just these recent ones, man. Come, get in your bag again, man. Get in your 2004 bag.
Yeah.
He done got so much money. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, people still watching it, so I can't blame them.
Yeah.
But the plots, man, come on.
We'll stop getting on the plots once you figure that out for the Bankhead residents. Figure that out. We'll stop joking on you. That's my word. You got my word, Tyler Perry. Not his.
Not my word.
Yeah, not his.
He said, "Speak for yourself."
But he's in Atlanta, so you could deal with him.
Don't send a Tyler
He
Perry.
said, "You not too. He not too far from your studio now."
Don't send the aunties my way, man. Keep them Facebook aunties away from me, bro. Keep them away.
Facebook auntie.
The Facebook aunties, man, they be going crazy on Facebook. Loving up Tyler. I said, ooh.
All right.
Respect though.
We're losing battery power on there. I don't know. Do you have anything else you wanted to get off?
Did I? I mean, I don't know. I'm down though. I'm just cool, chilling. Working on business, working on life, working on health, kinda, because my sleep schedule is terrible. I don't get enough sleep, but that's natural.
Well, this is a good conversation. If that camera dies, we don't care. This is a good conversation.
We still got the middle one though.
Yeah, we still got camera life. Let's talk about sleep. If briefly, this doesn't seem too entertaining. At the end of the day, we want you to still watch. But if you have trouble sleeping, please tap in, because apparently all three of us can't sleep.
I'm an insomnia.
I don't know anybody who can sleep.
Really? Maybe that reflects the signs.
If you get 8 hours of sleep every day, talk to me, please. Help me.
Us too.
I be watching all the little TED
book.
Talks and the little interviews of the people that sleep. I can't get 8 hours of sleep.
Do you drink coffee?
No, I hate coffee.
You don't drink coffee?
I hate coffee.
What do you do?
Water.
So yeah, you have
candy.
Candy.
For sugar, stimulate.
Yeah.
But it don't work on me no more.
Yeah, I was about
eat
to
too much
say.
candy.
I was just watching something about getting off of caffeine, but that's not an issue for you.
No.
I drink, out of all three of us, I probably drink enough caffeine to power a full-grown elephant. But because she barely drinks coffee like that.
Yeah.
So dang. So that's not you guys' issue. So what do you think is the root of your insomnia?
Procrastination, staying up too late, not feeling I have enough hours in a day, unproductive, all that.
Period.
In a bottle.
So what's the correlation between not being productive and not getting enough sleep? Because when your body's tired, you're tired. Do you feel like your mind is still active? Like, yes. I didn't get this done. Okay.
Yes. My mind is always active. Like, whether it's for something creative, something I just have to do or whatever, it's always going off about something. I find it hard to keep my mind shut, like just turn off.
Got you.
I don't have that switch to just, okay, I'm just going to turn off. Nope. Don't work like that. My mom, she can just fall asleep at the drop of a hat. Like 5 minutes, she'll be gone. I wish.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm definitely in that same boat It's just more so anxiousness. And I don't know what it is. I know some people are morning people. I think it doesn't help that I feel like I'm an evening person. Like, I feel like my brain comes alive after 5 p.m. All of a sudden, I'm like peak. It doesn't matter when I went to sleep or when I woke up. If I had a late night, if I go to sleep at 2 a.m. and wake up at 8 a.m., I'm still going to be up late. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would think that, you had a late night, you woke up a little bit on the earlier side, you should be exhausted. But my brain is like, oh, remember that one thing we was going to do? Yeah, let's try to figure out how we could accomplish that. And I'm like, no, let's try to figure out how we could accomplish some rest.
Yeah,
please.
I can't. Yeah, I'm just so bad at it. And I feel like I'm going to kill myself early on with not actually doing it, but it's like with sleep. With sleep, it's gonna deprive me of like my overall years because it taxes your life. It really does. And I'm just like, dang, I'm not gonna see 90. Not like I wanted to anyway, but like, I just, give me a range between 70 and 80, I'll be good. But I lose sleep every night.
Do you take? Let me ask you this question first. Have you seen a physician about it?
No, not yet.
Okay. Do you take anything right now like Benadryl or something like that? Okay. Melatonin don't work on me. What has worked is 2 things that helps me sleep. Tea helps me sleep, like the little sleepy time tea with all the stuff in it that's natural. I don't know all the stuff off the top of my head. And then lavender helps me sleep. Now, you follow her on Instagram since we was talking about fragrances. A call back. That I don't know her name, but I know she has like the brand. The Altier something. Yes.
Her. I don't know her personally and everything. Shout out to you and that brand. I don't know it specifically, but I got her sample pack and she had this like lavender fragrance, and I was like, "Yo!" I put it on at night, gone.
Really?
Knocked out.
Interesting.
Knocked out, and that's the best lavender smell I've like. Cause I got Dr. Bronner's. He had a lavender smell, and I got natural lavender, like lavender oil, and the lavender oil itself helps more than like lotion and everything. I just mix it in with the lotion to help, but that scent, yeah.
Do you? Because I bought the Sound of Rain sample, but I didn't put it on. I really bought it just to support. So I bought it just to.
Not a fragrance head.
Yeah. I'm not and I'm like, Kayla, you want to put this on? And to her, it's just it's like a little kid offering you a Cheeto. You don't know where it came from. Yeah. So I'm like, Kayla, you want this? Because like I said, I bought it to support, and I thought it was more like for women. So I'm like, she's a woman. So I'm like, Sound of Rain, Kayla could get this. I'm just going to support. So what does the Sound of Rain? Did you try that?
I tried all of them. I got it mixed up actually because I had DM'd her about how much I liked and everything. The Sound of Rain is another scent that it's not the lavender scent. I forget what the lavender scent is called. I feel like it's some when the rain. She had like some clever name for it, but Sound of Rain was like a more earthy thing, like a more earthy feel, like smelled like more grassy to me. So
all right,
I liked it. I liked it, but I like the lavender more.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? We were actually that sister. We were supposed to line something up, and it had to be canceled for some reasons. But now I'm about to push the line again. I'm about to like follow up. Like, what? Let's, I'm gonna press the issue. See if we can line that up because
her aesthetics is dope. I wanted to work with her if she still, when the time is right, it'll happen. But she got some good products and everything. So hopefully she released that lavender again, and I will be buying that.
Yeah, I can tell from watching her Instagram stories that like she puts a lot of thought, time, and effort into the products. And I don't know, this is why we have to have an interview, because I don't know if her making these fragrances come from, I don't know, because I have an autoimmune disorder, and I know another sister who has an autoimmune disorder, and she's very particular about what she puts on because, certain chemicals, fragrances are so, they're made from synthetic stuff,
right?
That, it's just bad for the body in the long term. So this, I'm so disrespectful the way I'm about to butcher the name Altier 25. I'm sorry, sister. Or you got to correct me when we interview.
Yeah.
But I want to know the origins of it, because just hearing you, like, we didn't have a prior conversation. I didn't know he was going to bring this up. You bringing that up intrigues me even more about the fact that it works for you and works for sleep. That's very interesting.
It's like one of the only things that works. Like, I'm really sensitive to smells not in a bad way, like it makes me sick, but I'm just can pick them up really a lot. So it really helped me. It really helped me, especially with that lavender, because I put that on my neck and everything and little touch points, and it helped. The bad thing about it, though, is I spilled it because it was in like the little sample thing. I wish he had a spray version of it, because with dabbing it on, it's easy to waste. And that, if you know anything about the dab on ones, it's really hard to come off and put back on. So I broke it, and I tried to, but it didn't work out. But make it again, and I'll buy it.
Yeah. We are petitioning for a new lavender release. So
please,
we're putting that in the air. So
need some sleep.
Yeah. We need sleep, folks. If you can't sleep, leave a like.
And the fire thing is like it stayed on even in the morning, so I could still smell it on me in the morning. Smelling good off the sleep, so that helps too.
Quality product.
Yeah, make it again, sure. Please. Wholesale it. I don't know. Make it. I need it.
So, what's your problem with coffee?
The aftertaste.
The aftertaste.
Aftertaste sucks.
That'll do it.
What do you mean aftertaste?
It has a terrible aftertaste.
Like what? All right.
That'll do it.
It has a terrible.
Because I be drinking coffee.
About me.
Yeah, it's nasty, man.
So when you say aftertaste, like the taste in your mouth, or like when
on
your
my tongue.
breath? Okay.
My breath. It's like it feels very heavy. Like it just stinks. Like,
it is. Yeah.
Like I'll drink. I don't even know the last time I drank coffee. Like I tried. My friend made me try ice latte, whatever. I don't even know the stuff. So from Starbucks, and I didn't like it at all.
Interesting. So you don't even like the sugary stuff?
No.
Wow, you really don't like coffee? Yeah.
Yeah, all that caked up stuff. I can't do it.
Yeah, because sometimes people will be like, "Oh, I don't like coffee," and they're just referring to black coffee, but they'll drink a caramel frappuccino latte.
Yeah, all sugared up.
Yeah.
10
I'm
million
like
calories in.
Yeah, I'm like that ain't coffee. But you don't like coffee, like you for real.
That's liquid cake.
Don't like it. Yeah,
I do indulge in the liquid cake. I will.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't trying to sneak this or anything, but there's
because my Starbucks order be looking like a grocery list. All right.
Yeah,
I will agree with that. It's like it leaves a film on your tongue. It's like an astringent. Like it something about it is just unsavory.
Yeah.
For sure.
I can't have coffee breath. That's
Yeah.
That's bad.
Nah, but I be caked up. I like a little bit of coffee with my milk and sugar.
Her order be like the triple shot venti liquid cream cheese, all that stuff.
Cream cheese is crazy.
I don't know how they be ordering.
Yeah, that's when we order at the same time. We're in the car.
Why are you making that face?
Because that's the face I think I'm making when you order. You'll be like, with extra pumps of.
Oh, did he?
2 to 3 extra pumps of vanilla or whatever they do. Oh, wow. Which one is that? The melon?
Yeah, we bought the Ciroc prior to the Diddy Gate. That's
pre-Diddy.
Pre-Diddy, yeah.
Man, that's Diddy. Baby oil in there.
Pre-Diddy, no Diddy.
Don't let it fool y'all, bro.
Baby oil, yeah, Ciroc.
Your Starbucks order be looking like a CVS receipt.
Yeah, it do. Let me know. Leave me a comment in the comment section if you want to know my Starbucks order. I got 2 for y'all. If y'all want if you gotta do the matcha latte, or I got you with the coffee. For my people who don't like coffee, they just like a little bit of coffee in their sugar.
Yeah, boost my engagement. Yeah, leave a comment.
Leave a comment. I'll let y'all know what my orders are.
No bots though, but leave a couple comments. The real people.
Yeah, leave some comments. So, okay. How do you get yourself out there? I'm completely changing pace. We had no plan here. How do you get yourself out there as a freelance? You're more geared toward videography now. Mm-hmm. So if you want to throw photography in there, because being like working for yourself, finding your own lane, that's not easy in a field that, a a lot of people want to work with their camera now. Like this generation is very, very creative. So the competition out there, not that you're being competitive, but you do have to have an edge in order to secure a job. So how do you get yourself out there?
Networking. Simple as that. You know, knowing the right people, knowing where they be at and everything, and where their mindset is, you know, because like I say, everything relates to business. So you have to know what are their business concerns, what is their pain points, and, you know, what they need and everything like that. So it's networking at the end of the day, whether it's through social media, in person, whatever. I've just been blessed to have the opportunity to network with individuals in person, and that helped me. You know, if you meet this person that knows this person that knows the person that needs to get you your big job. So
that's a fact. Thank you for sharing that. That's the thing, like networking, that is big. Like you have to get out there in the field. Like there's a huge difference. I think even for myself, when I started going to, like, I always give credit to like people like Ayumi, because I interviewed the sister, and that's where I got Pizzo followed me. And through him, like I didn't like my relationship with Pizzo isn't for like a beneficial gain. But when I interviewed him, like my following went up so much, like surprising. Like I did not expect it. Like he was just a genuinely nice guy in my DMs. I didn't meet him at this time. This was a Zoom interview. And then like my following went up. Like I probably got like 30 followers from him at that time. Then like just meeting people through his connection. Like that's, I interview Sonny, meet some of his people, interview Dev, go down to his pop-up, and just meeting more people and more people and more people. And even locally, just going out to different events,
right,
chopping it up. You know, I buy the John Geiger shoes. I eventually meet the dude, chop it up with him at a function. So you are correct. Like opportunities do come your way when.
And a lot of people don't want to network just because, you know, insecure or shy and everything, and that's fair. But like at the end of the day, if you want to be successful in any industry, you have to network. Doesn't matter who you are or what you have to do. You know, you have to get your face in front of the people. It's another part of marketing. You know, you have to know your audience and know who you're trying to pitch to and everything. Like with me, it was this brother in this congregation, in my congregation. He's actually my Kobe, and he works in the news media space. And we went to this event of interior design and everything, and I was just taking pictures just to boost my portfolio. And I meet the editor for a popular magazine down there, and now I'm shooting for them. You know, so now I got my working magazine. So it's just knowing the right people at the right time. You know, knowing that, you know, in the last interview, dang, my dad is best friends with Mariah's dad. Oh, shoot, that's a connection right there. Now I know people in the industry that I can meet with and everything. I'm actually, at the last concert, I met Larry June's, one of the people that goes on the road with him for tours. I don't want to say his tour manager, but I'll just say that just to put a label on it. But met him, super cool dude and everything. You know, we exchanged information, and it was cool, you know. Shout out him. He just got married. Shout out to you, bro. But
shout out to that man, and you, and I hope you saw his work too, because I would. That's the thing. Like he got the Larry June style down. Like I know.
Sock it to me.
Yeah, I know. Baby. I know he can shoot for Larry June, and it'll be immaculate. So we need that line. We need to line that up. With that, we got to speak that into reality. We got to make that happen. As long as the bag is there, it's still business. Yeah. So that's what's up. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations. More. We are wishing you more work.
Yeah. He still got my Polaroid I gave him. I was giving out Polaroids in that concert.
That's something people can remember you by.
I even gave a Polaroid to Queen Aja. She was there at the last concert.
Oh, word.
Word. She was like, it was funny. I was near the sound booth back there, and then I was just standing. I was like, who is this short person? I was like, oh,
she's short?
She's short as
Why?
heck.
I thought she was tall.
No, she's not tall.
She does
short.
look tall. She photographs tall.
She photographs tall, but she's short.
Interesting.
And she had heels on too, so she was
wow, that's
short.
crazy.
Oh, she's little.
Yeah, she's like a cool 5 on a good, like, I think she had heels so 5 high because she was like right by my ear, like height.
Oh wow, you're taller than Shorty.
No, I'm 5'5".
Nope.
Don't put
she
that
had
5'5".
heels on,
Don't Kurt. You know,
She had heels
I don't
on.
know, but
5'5" with heels is definitely shorter than me.
Yeah, so probably like 5'2", 5.
maybe
Interesting.
Yeah,
5'2".
Okay.
but you know your real height. Respect though, respect. You know,
Shout
you was
out-
nice to me, so respect.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, we rock. You come on the show too. We rock with you. Kayla knows your music. I don't know your music that well. But I know she was big on you. That's what's up though. Like being able to, you know, kind of politic with the people, give them something to remember.
And I met a lot of people at that concert. Cam Kirk was there. Shout out to Cam Kirk and his studios down there. I use his studios a lot. He's like one of the biggest photographers in Atlanta, if not the biggest photographer from Atlanta. And just a lot of people there. Mike Will was there. I met Mike Will. Just a lot of other talented people, you know. So shout out to them.
That's the thing. It ain't, you know, being in Atlanta, that's where I feel like, well, people already say this, like it's Black Hollywood.
It is.
But it's like that's where the folks is at. Like you might go to California and see all the actors and certain singers, pop stars, and you'll see some rappers too, but you come to Atlanta and you see the culture superstars, you know?
Yeah.
So
I didn't even know these people was gonna be in these places. Like there was the one artist that was on a tour with Mariah. She was like, you didn't know that's Mike Will? Like I see celebrities every day. No, I didn't know that was Mike Will. I never seen Mike Will in my life.
Right.
But yeah, Mike, he was cool too. You know, shout out to Mike.
that's what's up, man.
Nice.
That's what's
Produce, and this is crazy. Like seeing the people that shaped my childhood and everything.
Exactly.
Like I was listening to his music all throughout high school. Not even, it didn't touch me high school, middle school area because that was 2014 area. So yeah, shout out
We
to
made it.
Yeah, it like hits different when it's one thing to see a celebrity
Right.
like that you don't care about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I saw Taylor Swift right now, I wouldn't care like that. I'd be like, "Oh, that's Taylor Swift." I don't care.
All right,
you know,
Swifty's gonna get you now, bro.
No, yeah, don't
Yeah,
speak on Taylor.
I love you, Taylor Swift. I love that song that ASAP Rocky did too, Taylor Swift too. Love you, Taylor Swift. Yeah.
see now y'all got me paranoid. I'm gonna get doxxed.
Hey, the Swifties,
Swifties
man.
don't play.
The Swifties don't play, bro. They stronger than
don't
the
play.
Beehive sometimes,
They are.
man. They got an army.
You know what? I'm standing on.
and
what
they
I
deep
said.
in deep in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I guess the only reason why I would take it out is because of her. I don't want to have people sending pizzas. If I was just living here,
Right.
y'all send. I'll probably eat the pizzas.
I was gonna
But-
say, I like Taylor Swift. I ain't gonna hold
do
you.
like
and
Taylor
I ain't
Swift.
even juicing it up. I really mess with her. I don't know why people don't like her. She cool.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying, it's not that I dislike her. I'm saying I'm not invested.
Right.
She has not shaped any part of my life like that.
Understandably.
Yeah.
Never, ever, ever
Yeah.
get back together.
We-
Yeah. So yeah, y'all ain't getting doxxed.
Yeah. I love Taylor, y'all. I love her. I love her.
But you know, she's cool. Like I listen to her, but if I saw her, I would not
Right.
fan out.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting when you see somebody who did have a big piece of your childhood or who shaped you to become, you know, who you are.
Right.
Like I don't even listen to Travis Scott like I used to, and I don't. You know, I think he kind of the kids love him. I don't like him like I used to. But if I saw him today, I'd be like, I want to talk to him, you know. But I don't want to come off like a what's the word? A rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's why I always go back to the Allen Iverson story. I came off like a fan and played myself. I came off like a fan, and he knew I came off like a fan, and he treated me like a fan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to AI. Though.
Yeah.
You still my dog.
Yeah. The answer.
Yeah, shout out. But is that it? You want to diss somebody? Let's spice
wanna
things
diss
up.
somebody?
No, I'm just playing.
I don't know if I want to diss anybody. I don't really have anybody to diss. If
No.
I did, I would though.
Okay, I'm glad you don't. I don't want I don't want to Charleston Black, the police.
I'm gonna diss somebody.
Turn that bomb off.
Yeah, he said no dissing. All right, we ain't gonna sneak this
But
Charleston Black.
No disses. Just invested in hobbies and business and stuff. So yeah, shout out to. I think my DJ name is gonna be Uncle Don. I think that's gonna be my DJ name.
I mess with it.
That's right. You are a seasoned DJ.
His season is crazy.
In training.
Season. I'll say lightly salted DJ.
Lightly salted.
Lightly salted.
Lightly salted. Yeah.
Lightly salted.
Yeah. Because this was another off camera.
That's really cute.
Another
Lightly salted.
Lightly salted
Salt Bay.
DJ. Yeah, yes. Lightly salted DJ. So yeah. What's your DJ style?
I'm more of and hate to, not to be a writer, but Zach Fox-esque type of DJ. Like I'm really getting into like, I don't want to say off the wall stuff, but like stuff you wouldn't normally hear, like intros to cartoons and everything like that, or different, memes in the set and everything like that. So unconventional mixes, like I didn't expect this mix to go with this, but it goes. So when you hear it, it's like, oh man, that's kind of hard right there.
Got you. That's interesting. How do you feel? Because you said you've been DJing since when?
When it was 2016. I was like 15.
Okay.
15, 16. Yeah.
So what I was getting at there is you were DJing before it made its resurgence to the young crowd again.
Right.
Because DJ, like, I'm not into it. I listen to K Tronada. I don't listen to Zach Fox. I don't like. I'm just keeping it real. Like I'm on some old head stuff. Like if I'll see a DJ in person, but I'm not with the current wave of people going to see DJs. Like admittedly, so I'm not hip. I'm not cool. I'm not down. I'm not none of that. So my point in saying that is you've been on DJing before it made its, the whole Zach Fox. It seems like everybody loves Zach Fox now.
Yeah.
And K Tronada, of course. But you've been on that. So unconventional. Where can they catch you if you're doing a set somewhere?
At an undisclosed location as of right now that is invite only.
Okay.
So I may do one because I did one in September. I may do one at the beginning of next year. I usually be at my friend's house doing it right now, keeping it small, intimate. But we're gonna do a big thing. It's gonna be very big. It's gonna be very, very a thing, and it's gonna be better than what a lot of people do out there. Not to mention any specific individuals and entities, but it's gonna be better.
Mm-hmm. You kind of teased it on your Instagram story. If you follow the Trilldon on Instagram, kind of alluded to some possibilities of what the theme could be.
Yeah, formal theme. If you know. If you don't, too bad. You wasn't invited. You're hearing it first.
It be like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut this out.
No, it'd be like that, and it's like that. If you weren't invited, you're not invited.
Oh, he's 10 toes down. All right.
Yeah. So don't be, Jadon, what happened? Yeah. All right. But it's gonna be fire though. It's gonna be real good. It's gonna be better. Tasteful. Classy. All that good stuff.
Yeah, that song. It's always gonna be classy with Unc.
Yeah, it's always gonna be classy, man. Bring your nieces and nephews out. Gotta
Get on my last nerve.
Gotta protect the family, man. Gotta protect the family. You know what I'm saying? Keep the family close. Keep the family close.
All right, Unc. Any last words?
Make sure you smell good. Brush your teeth, wash your face. Shout out to my favorite esthetician, Arlie Aesthetics, Ava, for getting me right. Shout out to my barber Eli for getting my cut right this weekend. Y'all probably can't tell because I ain't got the, all the sharpness like I did a couple weeks ago. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm valid.
Yeah, what do you do to your hair? Like, what do you put in your hair?
So, I put conditioner in my hair after I wash, of course. And I use like a moisturizer, so like a curly moisturizer.
Yeah.
I play around like to see which ones in Target, because I only shop at Target for those ones are like black on, because I try and support that. And I forget the name of the one I'm using, but it's been really good. It smells good. It's like a peachy scent to it. And I use that along with like olive oils. Y'all ever heard of olive oils? To like hold and put in to keep it in place, and just use like a twisted up comb. Y'all know them people from Shark Tank that had a twisted up comb thing?
I don't. She did.
You know,
It's basically like the one that I had, but you talking about the wire one?
yeah, like a racket. It looks like a tennis
Yeah, it looks like a tennis racket. Yeah.
Yeah, that one, and use that and twist up my hair a little bit, and it's curly. But I make sure I wet it first, you know, when I'm going out, special occasion. When I'm just going out, just, you know, keep it dry and just like twist it out.
Yeah, I asked because I was watching YouTube videos on having curly hair, you know, black men. But my struggle is I got a soft spot. I guess my soft spot was right here. You know, it don't grow as thick in the middle.
Yeah.
And you got a straight hairline. That has been my struggle my whole life. I always had a Usher U chain, literally. Even, you know how the U has a little thing on it at the end, like at the top. I got the Usher U chain hairline, and it doesn't photograph well.
But you just got to know, like, your hair type. It helps to know that and to treat the areas, and it helps to know, you know, what you can do with what you got, you know, because a lot of people can't rock short all the time because it just looks crazy, but they rock frozen, it's better, you know. So it just depends on, you know, you just got to find that middle ground. I think because I had waves all my life, basically, like short hair, buzz cut, and all stuff like that, bald, you know, during that time, 2000, everybody was rocking a little bald.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna keep the fro, you know, keep it like this because this is like a good middle ground.
Yeah, you got. That's why I asked. I'm like, okay, conditioner, that. I'm taking mental notes.
Only thing I hate though is that I can't wear my fitteds no more when I have like I got to do the Kendrick, like have it off to the side, because all my stuff is like 7/1/4 and 7/3/8, and I can't fit that with my hair.
Yeah. And this is why it's important to get yourself a Volare Toro snapback. Shot with Volare Toro.
Shout out Volare Toro.
Yeah, I had to throw in a plug there. So big shout out Volare Toro. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to the owner and all that. You know, happy anniversary. Y'all, the anniversary just passed.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah,
to Johnny and Shantoria and the people. I don't know the other guy from Baltimore, but Last Bullet. Shout out to him.
Ajante and your wife.
Yeah,
Yes, there we go. Because I haven't had the pleasure yet. So we'll end it on that. Volare Toro, shot with Volare Toro. They just had a drop recently. I don't know when this is going to come out, but they're about to have another drop. So they're going crazy. The Trilldon in the building, like literally in the building, all the way from Atlanta.
In Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
What y'all know about Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about Pittsburgh, but we here now.
But he's here.
We here.
So next time you're here, we got to show you around the city.
Yeah,
where the potholes is.
Little Qool Hand Trilldon vlog.
Yeah. No, he asked about the potholes.
Bro, my family was going crazy. Like, you ain't going to drive to Pittsburgh? I hate driving to Pittsburgh. But they was around the era where the GPS sucked and then the maps wasn't all good. So, I mean, but I'm here on Apple Maps, man. I know how to get, you know.
She's from like the city. Like how people ain't from Atlanta. She's from Pittsburgh. Yeah. She's real.
So what my question is, what's real Pittsburgh then? What's like considered real? Like, you really from Pittsburgh?
Not this. Where we're at right now.
Yeah, we're
like,
outside.
We ain't gonna say where we live.
Right.
Swifty's gonna dox us.
Yeah.
We are outside of Pittsburgh.
We're outside of Pittsburgh. Yeah. Pittsburgh is very small. It's very small. Pittsburgh is literally it just consists of a lot of little neighborhoods. And each neighborhood has its own unique vibe to it, ironically. But so yeah, Pittsburgh, I don't know. It's interesting because I don't even know how to put it.
Yeah, she's from
I grew up on the North Shore, which is basically like downtown Pittsburgh, like the actual metropolitan downtown Pittsburgh. I could walk there in 15 minutes.
Wow.
From where I lived growing up. So I'm from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, there's different parts of Pittsburgh. Like you'll have, like there's an area where there's like predominantly like Jewish people and a bunch of good restaurants. But there's going to be like so that's like Pittsburgh as well. Like Pittsburgh, it's small, but you know, it covers a lot of ground, but like there's a bunch of potholes. You got that.
Yeah. And it has a lot of diversity. Surprisingly, it doesn't, but it does. It's weird how it works, but there are pockets of like little communities. But it's really zip code based. Like there are certain zip codes that are technically considered Pittsburgh, but because it's so small, like, you know, we're really only like 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're 30 minutes from the city. Like that's why, like when people ask where I'm from, like, well, I am from Pittsburgh, but like right now we don't live in Pittsburgh, but it's easy to say Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
one
so
of them things.
People from the outskirts, they'll say like, okay, I'm from Pittsburgh, even though they're technically not.
Yeah.
If they say where they're really from, they're going to have to say it in relation to Pittsburgh. Yeah. So you might as well just say you're from Pittsburgh.
That's kind of like Atlanta. Like you live in Roswell, people that say from Atlanta, y'all not
right.
from Atlanta. For real,
Yeah.
Roswell. Say Roswell. Don't say Atlanta. Don't say Atlanta.
They're going to get you. What about, so if you're not from, if you're from Smyrna, you're not from Atlanta?
No.
If you're from Marietta, you're not from Atlanta. No. You're from Gwinnett, you're not from
Definitely
Atlanta.
Not from Atlanta. If you're from Georgia, you better say you're from Georgia if you live in
Just
Gwinnett.
say Georgia.
You live
Keep
in Georgia. You don't live in Atlanta? No, I live in Georgia. Anything outside the perimeter, you don't live in. But Smyrna kind of touches the perimeter a little bit, but no, you got to be a little bit more closer.
A little closer.
I ain't gonna lie.
I used to live in Smyrna. That's why I'm trying to be from Atlanta.
No, respect. I'll give you a pass.
No, I ain't from Atlanta.
We'll give you a little star next year.
I get an asterisk.
See details.
Exactly. See details. Smyrna, Georgia, off Cobb Parkway.
Exactly. We were right off Cobb Parkway. That's a fact.
That's too.
Hey, shout out the Cobb, the what was it called? The Cobb County Middle. What school did I go to?
Ain't you the one I went there?
You said it.
I forget. I went to Wheeler High School. I went to Campbell High School. I also went to Lassiter. Shout out Lassiter.
And shout out Westlake, real Fulton County, baby. Real Fulton County, real Atlanta. It's not from in Atlanta though. It's like unincorporated Atlanta where my high school was. That's where Cam Newton went to high school too.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Cam Newton. Shout out Westlake.
The best high school in America. Facts.
That's a fact. Love Westlake. I love it more than I love myself.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Qool Hand Podcast, something you got to deal with. Big Atlanta in the building. Go follow Trilldon. Follow Kayla Creates on Instagram as well. My favorite color is yellow. Out now. You can buy the book for $15.
Yeah, $14.99.
$14.99 on Amazon or KaylaCreates.com. You got to check out the Trilldon on Instagram. Follow him on YouTube as well. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, and all that. You do me a favor and subscribe to me too.
And listen to the album. I forgot the album name. I swear.
In Due Time.
In Due Time. Listen to that album. It's the best album of 2023. And save it to you. I'll buy it, stream it, all that good stuff. They're gonna do a tour next year, and I'm gonna be a DJ.
Oh,
I'll pitch that. If you DJ for us, I'll get back. I'll start writing again. Qool Hand Podcast, something you got to deal with. Easy. That's it. Easy.
Easy.